CNN reported the death of the wrong Jerry Lewis. CNN, you had one job. Instead of reporting on the death of legendary comedian Jerry Lewis, the embattled news network published a headline on the death of singer Jerry Lee Lewis' death. If you're watching CNN, you're watching fake news. Hashtag fake news. CNN wrongly reported singer Jerry Lee Lewis died instead of comedian Jerry Lewis. There you have it. Jerry Lee Lewis dies at 91. Josh Kaplan. Hashtag fake news. CNN wrongly reported singer Jerry Lee Lewis died instead of comedian Jerry Lewis. Jerry Lee Lewis III, son of the musician, took to Twitter to point out CNN's error. My father did not pass. Thank you for thinking of us, though. The great Jerry Lewis, actor and humanitarian, passed. Lord, let him rest in peace. How can we forget Jerry Lewis slamming Barack Obama and praising Donald Trump in an interview on World Over with Raymond Arroyo? Lewis blasted Obama for his failed, non-existent leadership. Refugees should stay where the hell they are, said Lewis bluntly. Hey, no one has worked harder for the human condition than I have, but they're not part of the human condition. If 11 guys in the group of 10,000 are ISIS, how can I take that chance? Lewis is not alone in his feelings. As of last month, at least 31 governors rejected President Obama's push to accept Syrian refugees into their states. Reports of ISIS now having access to a machine that makes American passports, and recent revelations of the holes in our vetting system borne out in the horrific San Bernardino terror attack are just a couple of the factors legitimizing such pushback from the American people. Lewis then said that President Obama was never prepared for ISIS and suggested that he was not a real leader. The clip concludes with Lewis praising Trump for his showmanship. I think he's great, said Lewis of Trump. He's a showman, and we've never had a showman in the president's chair. Well, we had Ronald Reagan, Arroyo interjected. Well, that's different, answered Lewis. You can't do a comparison on Ronald Reagan because I can do 3 hours on him with just praise. He was so good. Let's take a listen on Jerry Lewis on ISIS, refugees, Trump, and more.
You watch what's happened. This isn't funny. What's been happening on CNN and on Fox. ISIS blowing up, shooting people indiscriminately. What went through your mind as you saw this?
You got to remember something, that ISIS has attacked the world,
Right.
okay? And we've got, all of a sudden, I'm wondering, where are all of our NATO allies? Why don't I have Germany and Italy and Great Britain? Why don't I have all of them, including Spain, doing something? Get all of your military together, bring that military to our military, and wipe them out. They're asking to be stopped. And we're not stopping them, we're just reporting what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's ridiculous.
And what do you think about the refugees? Allowing
Refugees should stay where the hell they are.
They say there's a humanitarian crisis. They're fleeing. They have to come to America.
Hey, nobody has worked harder for the human condition than I have. But they're not part of the human condition if 11 guys in that group of 10,000 are ISIS. How can I take the chance? Mm-hmm. I don't want to lose another Frenchman or another Englishman. Mm-hmm. That bothers me. You can't really knock the president per se because he was never given to understand that's out there. He was never ready. He was never prepared for it. And what I'm watching in him is uncertainty. And you don't have uncertainty in a leader. A leader doesn't give a what he does, but he gets it done.
Politics, I know you watch it. I see you watching news every minute of the day.
Yeah.
What do you think of Donald Trump?
I think he's great
Why?
because he's a showman.
Mm.
And we've never had a showman in the president's chair.
Well, you had Ronald Reagan. He was a bit of a show.
Well, that's different.
Uh-huh.
You can't make a comparison with Ronald Reagan because I can do 3 hours on him with just praise. He was so good.
Well, those were the words of Jerry Lewis. It's sad to see him go. He was a great comedy actor. I really enjoyed him myself. But, you know, how CNN can mess this up, it's like so, like, disgraceful to say the least. And basically, it shows that they have no concern over